Yes, we are scared about technology, about complexity, about our lack of long-term vision. I agree. Fast changes, I would say. No, we are scared about change, but I believe that is not necessary to anticipate change, only to adapt to it, right? And that implies changing. I mean, to change, and you need a reason to change. And I'm not just talking about survival, right? But to cover an important need, to find meaning in what we do. And that meaning is personal. Once you have focus, it can be linked to the vision of your project, of your company, of your team, but not before. Um, but okay, this is still a human world, right? Our customers still are humans, and as do we are the workers, right? What we need is a reason, really. We need to find our personal strength and power to persevere. We know that a human with a reason is unstoppable. We know that. Okay, what's the difference with my proposal? Um, all I hear is be positive, create habits, discipline, learn more, and of course that helps. But I think that way we're not going to find our reason, our why, the hidden need that contains our meaning. What's the meaning of life in general? Okay, it's not that I have the answer, but we might agree is evolution. And we do not evolve without solving problems, without facing needs. Change is our greatest fear, and using the energy of fear is our greatest opportunity. That's my proposal. Everything is energy. So, what I do in my conference is your question. Okay, I try to create a space of trust so that each person can reflect on their own or their own his her own motivations, right? I also share my story of survival. You are aware of it. Okay, but it's the story of a normal guy that gets into an extraordinary mess. And a normal guy who has to face proximity of death and find a reason to do the impossible. So that creates empathy immediately because it's from me to you. There is no theory in between. I know nothing that you cannot discover by yourself. From that moment on, the work is much easier. Uh, that moment for me is definitely is when the space is created so everybody can open their hearts, their mind to the reality. Okay, in my opinion, leaders who only work with ideas will tend to fail. We already work with too much data, and the confusion only increases, right? A leader is a guide who must take care of the needs of their people and then ask them to play the part, of course, and get into the unknown if necessary. But the leaders who offer their people a space for self-discovery, I think that's highly appreciated and will gain commitment from their teams. Why me? Okay, I'm not a Navy SEAL or an extreme sportman, right? So I explain the story simply. I mean, I passed through an extreme fear experience, right? And I found a great potential. I have faced death and passed through it, literally. I was inside the void and the darkness. And I don't know why I came back. Maybe I came back with a message. I don't know. Um, I just have my experience to share. I've been all these years diving into human mind, and this is what I can offer. No, the greatest fear, the greatest change, death, is what really paralyzes us, right? So we can use the energy of fear to change, to generate possibilities, because everything is energy. We can transform that, use it. Okay, yeah. So my promise is that after we work together with your team, you will be ready to use the energy of fear and difficulties towards change. You will transform it into an opportunity. First is a personal work, and then we will try to link it with your project, with your mission, your vision. Thank you.